What if I told you, the money in your wallet is quietly losing power every single day? Not suddenly, not dramatically, but silently, and most people don't even notice it happening. The US dollar has been the world's most powerful currency for over 80 years. It survived wars, recessions, crashes, and global crises. But now, something is changing. Inflation has surged. Interest rates have risen. Global confidence is shifting. And some experts believe we may be entering the most important financial transition of our lifetime. But here's the most important question. What does this mean for you, your savings, and your future? Stay with me, because what you're about to learn could completely change how you see money. Section 1. The hidden truth about the dollar. Let's start with something simple. Most people think $1 always equals $1. But that's not true. What matters isn't the number printed on the dollar. It's what that dollar can buy. And today, that buying power is shrinking. Just 20 years ago, $100 could buy far more than it can today. Groceries were cheaper. Housing was cheaper. Everything was cheaper. This is called inflation. And inflation quietly erodes your wealth. Even if your bank balance stays the same, your purchasing power falls. Keep watching, because this is only the beginning. The real shift happening right now is far bigger. Section 2. The role of the Federal Reserve. To understand what's happening, you need to understand the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve controls interest rates and money supply. When the economy slows down, the Federal Reserve lowers interest rates and increases money supply. This stimulates growth, but it also weakens the dollar over time. Why? Because when more money enters the system, each dollar becomes slightly less valuable. This has happened repeatedly throughout history, and after the 2020 global crisis, trillions of new dollars entered the system. This helped stabilize the economy, but it also accelerated inflation. And this is where things start to get interesting. Because inflation doesn't just affect prices, it affects confidence. And confidence is everything in a currency. Section 3. Global shift away from the dollar. For decades, the US dollar has been the world's reserve currency. Countries around the world use it for trade, oil, and global transactions. But recently, something unusual has started happening. Some countries are slowly reducing their reliance on the dollar. They are diversifying into gold and other assets, not abandoning the dollar overnight, but reducing dependence. This is a slow shift, and slow shifts are the most dangerous. Because most people don't see them coming. Stay with me, because what happens next could impact stocks, gold, crypto, and your savings. Section 4. What happens when the dollar weakens? When the dollar weakens, several things happen. First, inflation rises. Imported goods become more expensive. Second, asset prices often rise. Stocks, gold, and real estate may increase. Why? Because investors move their money into assets that hold value better. This is why gold has historically performed well during periods of dollar weakness. It's not that gold becomes more valuable, it's that the dollar becomes less powerful. This is a critical distinction, and smart investors understand this. But here's the most important part. The biggest wealth shifts happen during currency transitions. And those who prepare early benefit the most. Keep watching, because the next part reveals what could happen in the coming years. Section 5. What history tells us? History gives us powerful clues. Every major currency has gone through cycles of strength and weakness. The dollar itself replaced the British pound as the world's dominant currency. Not suddenly, but gradually, over decades. Today, the dollar remains extremely powerful. But its dominance is no longer unquestioned. This doesn't mean the dollar will collapse. But it does mean volatility and change are possible. And change creates both risk and opportunity. Section 6. What this means for you. So what does all of this mean for you? It means awareness is your greatest advantage. The biggest financial losses don't happen because people act too late. They happen because people don't see change coming. Understanding inflation, currency strength, and economic cycles can help you make smarter decisions. Because money is not just about earning, it's about protecting purchasing power. And those who understand this early are the ones who stay ahead. Conclusion. The US dollar is still the world's strongest currency. But its power is not guaranteed forever. Economic forces are always shifting, and history shows that no financial system stays the same forever. The question is not whether change will happen. The question is, who will be prepared when it does? If you found this valuable, comment below. Do you think the US dollar will stay strong or weaken in the future? And subscribe for more insights that help you stay ahead financially.